The other day I was out on the boat with a friend of mine and we were out in a bunch of lily pads. I was on the front and I was doing a little pitching back into the lily pads, and he said to me, he said, "Rob, I never quite learned how to pitch." And I'm thinking, here's a guy who's been fishing for years and he hasn't mastered this skill. Now the skill is actually relatively simple if you get the rhythm right. So, taking an engineer's perspective of it, let's go ahead and analyze how to pitch and do it in a simple way. Let's call this pitching for beginners. I have here a Lews Super Duty 300 reel hooked up with a Lews speed stick. Now this is a heavy, fast stick, and we got 65-pound braid, so we are ready to go at it for pitching. Get back in the lily pads. By the way, you got to have something heavy in the lily pads, because if you catch a fish, they'll tangle up in there and you'll have a trouble pulling them out. So let's start with the basics of how to do some pitching. First off, you have to learn, the first step is to roll your wrist. You see, this way your wrist is not very flexible. This way you have a lot of flow. Step one, roll the wrist. Step two, depress the trigger, put your thumb on the line because you don't want to lose it all and have a big bird's nest. Step three is to hold the lure cupped in your hand. You don't want to grab it because you're going to end up hooked. Roll the wrist, down, flip. Let it pull up, get some line on it, and we're ready now to jig this thing. Number one, the setup. Rotate your wrist while holding the rod. Pull the lure towards you. The lure should be about in front of the reel. Cup the lure in the opposite hand. Press the spool release and hold the line with your thumb so it doesn't play out. Step two, the dip. Rotate your wrist downward. Maintain your thumb on the reel spool. Step 3, the pitch. Rotate your wrist quickly upward. Release the lure from your palm. Allow the lure to swing outward away from you. Step 4, the release. As the lure swings outward, wait until it gets past the point of the tip of the rod, then release the thumb pressure on the reel spool. Step 5, the entry. Gently apply thumb pressure on the reel spool to decelerate the lure right before it hits the water. The goal is to minimize the splash at entry. Step 6, the sink. As the lure falls into the water, gently lift the rod while releasing line so that the lure has enough line to sink to the bottom. Now crank the reel handle to engage the reel, and you're ready to jig that lure a few times and try to entice that big bass to give you a hit.